Hey guys, welcome back to the 80/20 of e-commerce for the week of December 3rd. First off, we're going to learn about the whole supply situation. Are things really improving as we get closer to Christmas? We'll also look at the costs, Christmas gifts. Costs of Christmas are going up. Is there a silver lining for e-com sellers? Also, we'll look at the seven-figure case study this week is episode 4. We're going to go deep diving into product research to shortlist the products. And we'll also offer a PPC training with Mina Elias, how to double your PPC profit in Q4. This is the 80/20 of e-commerce. My name is Gary Huang. Let's dive right in. So first off, I'd like to share a supply chain dashboard. This is from the White House. So it looks like things are moving in the positive direction. As you can see, there is the long dwelling containers, or like the backlog. You've seen video of all the ships anchored at the port of Long Beach and Los Angeles. This is actually trending downwards. So you can see from this November 1st to the 29th, they've gone down from 127,000 containers to 75,000 containers. So this is a good trend. All right. Also, we're seeing that U.S. retail inventories are up 2.6% from 2020 of last year. So it seems like we're moving towards the right direction gradually. All right. But we're not out of the woods yet. Why? Because as we're going into Christmas, as you guys know, the 12 days of Christmas are becoming more and more expensive this year. According to CNBC, the average American consumer expects to spend $648 this holiday season. And according to a report from PNC, the Christmas price index is up 5.7% this season, 5.7%. So this is the highest increase since 2013, which is in 8 years. All right. So what does this mean? Prices across the board are rising on many holiday items. According to this report by the Washington Post, they did a study of 4 different products: a puffer jacket, an artificial Christmas tree, an electronics gadget, and a bottle of wine. It's very interesting that in this case study, the puffer jacket was sold by a company called Primary, and they actually, because of all the whole supply chain delays, and they were manufacturing in Vietnam, they had to get their product from the raw materials from China to Vietnam, and then Vietnam got hit with the COVID shutdowns, and then there were the whole supply chain, the shipping delays and the high costs. So in the end, they had to airship these puffer jackets from Vietnam into the US. As you can see, it caused a tremendous delay this year compared to 2019 pre-pandemic. Pre-pandemic, it took 33 days shipping time, and then this year it took 70 days. All right. So because of that, they had to, because like all of these moves increased their expenses. So to offset that, they raised the price of the puffer jacket by $3. Okay, so they raised the price. In a second example, artificial Christmas trees, they were faced with similar delays. As you can see, the time of manufacturing, it slowed down from 20 to 60 days in 2019 to 30 to 90 days. Also, the shipping time went up from 3 weeks to 8 weeks. And in addition to all of the shipping costs, right? So as you guys know, it's super expensive to ship containers. So at the end, this Christmas tree manufacturer raised their wholesale prices by 25%. Initially, there was some resistance. By the end, it was a tough pill to swallow, but people ended up absorbing these prices, and they passed on the cost to the consumer. So in my view, the key takeaway is you have to raise your prices right now to offset all of the increased costs of manufacturing and shipping your product. All right. So everyone is doing it, and right now, if you haven't done it yet, it's a ripe opportunity to do this. And as you know, everyone knows that prices are going up. All right. So next, I'd like to share about the 7-figure case study. We just launched episode 4 this week, where I took a deep dive into Amazon product research. I went through the over 100 products on my long list to narrow them down to a handful of products, and I showed you the pros and the cons of each product. And to be honest, this process was very time consuming and it was challenging. And then it took me over a dozen hours to do all of this. And in this very concise session of about 35 minutes, you'll see an over the shoulder walkthrough of what I'm doing to shortlist my products. And also here's what one of our viewers, Nancy, had to say. Thanks, Gary. It gives us hope as we travel with the time-consuming evaluation of a potential product. We're focusing on high demand to see if that takes us to a winner, but we are learning to evaluate other factors too. So in this session, you will learn how I overcame a challenging week to shortlist my products, and also a live walkthrough of all of the tools that I'm using, the metrics that I'm using, as well as my thoughts. And this is both an art and a science. So I hope that you can join us if you haven't seen it yet. Episode 4 of the 7-figure case study. In addition, this week we had a live training from Mina Elias on how to double your PPC profit in Q4. So in this replay, if you missed it, you'll learn the full funnel from impressions to CTR to CVR to the cost per session. Also, you'll learn the analytics that matter, how to keep an eye out for them. And in addition, you'll learn the different levers that we can pull to drop the cost per session. So the link is below the video. If you haven't seen it yet, definitely Amazon is becoming a pay-to-play game. And especially as PPC costs are rising Q4, I highly recommend that you check out this session. All right. And last but not least, last week we were announced the favorite Amazon conference of 2021, the 7-Figure Seller Summit. So to celebrate, I'm relaunching the summit for a week. So if you haven't gotten your free pass yet, or if maybe you missed out in August, now's your chance to learn what these 8-figure and 7-figure sellers are doing to navigate through this perfect storm to win it in Q4. All right. So you can get your free pass at 7figuresellersummit.com, or you can just click the link below the video. All right. So this is the 80/20 of e-commerce, and we will see you guys at the next session. Bye, everyone.